As the excitement continues to build for this weekend's Super Bowl, a controversy is in play off the field regarding a particular ad that's scheduled to run during the big game. It's a 30-second spot sponsored by Focus on the Family that features Heisman Trophy-winning quarterback Tim Tebow and his mother, Pam. The theme of the ad is simply, celebrate family, celebrate life. In 1987, Tim's parents were missionaries in the Philippines when Pam found out she was expecting. After a series of complications, the doctors encouraged her to abort the baby. But the parents refused. Instead, they chose life. Born very small and weak, the little guy struggled from the beginning, but he eventually overcame the odds. And what a success story. Tebow has grown to be a model young man who shines on and off the field. During his college career, he spent spring breaks and summers ministering to orphans in the Philippines. Also on free weekends, you could often find him behind bars, reaching out to prisoners. And now, as Tebow prepares himself for the NFL draft, this news of the 30-second spot has created quite a stir. The National Organization for Women and a number of other organizations are pressuring CBS to sideline the ad, calling it too political. This is the kind of debate we've often faced on various issues here in Canada as well. Is it too political for the church or for believers to proclaim their deepest convictions in the public square? When the political issues spill over into moral matters of life and death, are we to just stay in our huddles and not make a play? In Canada, the lives of more than 3 million unborn babies have been terminated since 1969. That's when abortion was first decriminalized. And there continues to be no legal protection for a child in the womb. In a recent national survey on abortion commissioned by Life Canada, 62% of Canadians would support legislation giving some form of legal protection for these precious and most vulnerable of human beings. We are compelled to speak out for those who can't speak for themselves. And regarding the Super Bowl ad, expected to reach 150 million Americans and close to 1 billion worldwide, I applaud Focus on the Family and the Tebows for their courage. Thankfully, CBS executives are resisting the enormous pressure from pro-choice groups, and they're standing by their decision to air the ad. In Canada, we likely won't see the ad live during the Super Bowl, as the U.S. commercials are normally preempted here. But you can view the ad online after the game on the Focus on the Family website. And then you can forward it to others who would appreciate also hearing this uplifting message that celebrates life. By the way, Tim Tebow, this megastar athlete from the University of Florida, doesn't exactly hide the fact that he's a follower of Jesus, as evidenced by the scripture references he always writes on his eye black. A different scripture every game. And when I came across this particular picture of Tebow with his mother, I thought the scripture reference was particularly appropriate, as you see him surrounded by a huge stadium crowd. And if you look closely, you'll notice it's Hebrews 12, 1 and 2, which says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip away every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith." That's from the New Living Translation. So whether you're a Saints or a Colts fan, this weekend, let's all give a shout out for family and for life. And let's stay in touch.
Now there are even more ways to join the 100 Huntley Street online community. We'd love to hear from you, so stay in touch with us.